Hello again, friends. Today we're going to read Curious George Goes Fishing by Margret and H.A. Reys. "Let's go fishing, George," said the man with the yellow hat. They took their fishing poles and drove to the country. "This looks like a good place," said the man. "I'll look for a shallow spot. You wait here, George, and don't get into trouble." Do you think that George is going to be able to stay out of trouble? Take a quick moment to answer that question and make a prediction about what you think will happen in the book. Talk about it with your family or write about it in your journal. While George waited, he decided to swing through the trees. From one tree, George saw a family having a picnic. The mother and two little girls were preparing lunch. The father was fishing. Sometimes he caught a fish. Sometimes he didn't. When his basket was full of fish, the man took it back to his family. George was curious. Could he fish too? He climbed down from the tree and picked up the pole. Oh no. But when George tried to throw out the line, the hook caught on the family's frying pan full of fish. George pulled as hard as he could. He pulled and he pulled and he pulled the whole pan off the fire. It flipped high into the air. The family's lunch went flying. "Oh no," the mother cried. "There goes our lunch." George was scared. He hid in the trees. Now, when the father tried to catch more fish, his luck was bad. Finally, he gave up, and the family went to see if they had any other food in their car. Now George could come down. He picked up some pebbles and threw them into the water to pass the time. Just then, a fish leaped up, then another, then two more. So this is where the fish are. Now George knew what to do. Meanwhile, the family came back. They had not found any food. "I guess I'll try to fish again," said the father. But when he turned back to the brook, the fishing poles were gone. Then the family saw something else. "Look!" shouted one of the little girls. George was fishing with all 4 fishing poles. "He's got a bite," the little girl cried. "2 bites," said her sister. "3," said the father. George tugged and tugged, and he caught 4 fat, shiny fish. George and the man with the yellow hat were invited to lunch. It was delicious, especially for George, the fisherman. So, was your prediction correct? Did you think that George would get into some trouble? And as always, George also found a way to fix the trouble that he got into. Talk about it with your family or write about it in your journal whether your prediction was correct. See you tomorrow.